This is a documentary about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was born in a small shack in Kentucky on February 12, 1809. He moved to Springfield at 28 years old on March 1930. Abraham Lincoln tried to be honest. That's how he got the nickname Honest Abe. He got into law and tried to help the best way he can. He's also a politician. He ran for president in 1862 and won. He told the Southerners that he won't take their slaves, but they didn't believe him. The first shot was shot on the Union. They were shot at a military base called Fort Sumter. Lincoln needs to stop the Confederates from winning. Every battle he took, he kept on losing. The Confederates were trying to make it onto the U.S. territory, which they tried to get Gettysburg. Then Lincoln got a major win in Gettysburg and told the Gettysburg Address. After the main speaker spoke for about 2 hours. This was just the kind of victory Lincoln needed to win the Civil War. But every time he tried to take the capital, he kept on failing, until he heard that General Grant was kept on winning his battles he took. But by now, it was time for the election again. This time he was less popular, and his opponent was one of his old generals. But luckily, he still won. Lincoln still had a chance to win the Civil War. The Confederates were spending loads of material they didn't have, so they were pretty outnumbered, outgunned, and doesn't have enough materials to make more guns. When he wasn't in charge of the main army, he split the Confederates in half. Then Lincoln made Grant in charge of the army out north. Grant fought and fought, but every fought he took out more guys, but he didn't surrender. He tried and tried, and then we decided to surrender. Finally, the American Civil War is over, and one time Abraham Lincoln said he could be the tightest man on earth. The Civil War ended on April 9th, 1866, and started in April 12th, 1861. Days after the war, Lincoln thought about going to a theater to have a good time. When he was there, the laughter started rising, and then it all ended for Lincoln. Everyone could hear a gunshot from the president's booth. It shocked everybody when they heard the gunshot. And then the guy who killed him, John Wilkes Booth, went and ran away until no one can find him. Days after he got that shot in his head, he died on April 15, 1865. Abraham Lincoln rested in peace for many, many decades, being one of the greatest presidents of all time. The end.